Alright, what we got here is a cylinder off a motorcycle that my neighbor handed me to fix. And as you can see right here, we are missing one of the cooling fins. Doesn't really affect the function of this, but it's cosmetic and he wants it fixed. We also got a little dent right there that we'll get to. But what we need to do is figure out is what material this is. I'm assuming it is aluminum, but it might be magnesium, maybe. So we're going to do the apple cider vinegar test. We can also do a couple shavings and see if we can light it on fire. But let's see what material this is. Alright, got our part here, and let's clean the surface. Get it nice and fresh metal here. Let's start. I got, as you can see, apple cider vinegar. I saw this on the YouTube. Let's see if we get some bubbles here. Let's just see. It doesn't appear to be bubbling. Nope. I think we're okay. I think we're aluminum. So I don't think I need to do the shavings because that's pretty definitive. So so we'll go from there. So what we're going to do now on the part here. So I think I can put it in my blaster and blast it clean, so I get all this paint and dirt and junk off, and go from there. I think I need to hit it with a carbide to clean it up, and then I'll make a piece out of this aluminum to fit in there, and then weld it and grind it smooth, and we should be there. Let's see. So here it is, all blasted. Got all the old paint, dirt, and everything off in the area I need to work on. But what it shows here, I don't know if you can see it, is there is a crack right there, right on this bend. And so what I'm going to do is probably address this bend first. And if it breaks off, then I guess I'll just get it on camera here, make a piece that goes all the way across here. You know, just make one piece. You know, maybe that's the best way, but let me just see if I could get that up. Then I'll put a weld there, and then I just have to focus on fixing over here. Maybe that's what we'll do, but we'll see. Let's see if we can figure out how to get that level. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do that yet. Alright, what I've done now is gotten a little piece of steel here. Maybe I can put underneath it to support it, and a little piece of aluminum up top. And I'm going to grab it with my vice grips to see if I can force that down. Of course, this will be weird because I got a lot of pieces here. Just see how this works. Actually worked pretty good. Actually, got a little bit more to do, but I don't know if you can tell, but it brought it down. Brought it down all right. See if we can try it again. Whoops. See if I can try it again. Get that last little bit down. Let's try. What happens if I do this? So I get a little bit more room to flex. There you go. How's that look? It's got a dent in it. That way we can file that out. I think that's acceptable. Now we're going to focus on doing that right there. So why don't I get my Dremel out and a carbide, and let's clean up, get it on camera, let's clean up this area right here and get ready to fill that in. Okay, so I got my Dremel out here, and I have a, I guess it's an 1/8 inch carbide end mill, and let's see keeps squeaking. See how well we can do this. Alright, so the sun has come out of my workbench, so it's a lot brighter, which is good because now I can see what I'm doing. But let's cut this piece of aluminum to go in there, and go something like this, and it's going to come around, well, I don't know, something like that, something in there. Take it to the bandsaw and cut it up. Alright, here's the piece. Go in there like so. Got a little bit of trimming to do. Get it with my Dremel here. Alright, just need to hold that there and weld it in there. What I'm going to do now, before I forget, is I'm going to grind a little groove on that crack. Probably can't see it in the camera, but I'm going to put a little weld right there to fix that. Weld that up, and let's get this piece prepped. And what I did on the corners here is I rounded the corners, and I round these corners, so when the two pieces are together, the weld has somewhere to go. So when I grind it, it's not real thin and breaks off. So I'll do that real quick. There we go. I have it all jigged up here with my two clamps holding very loosely holding a little piece of aluminum in there. And I'm going to try something I ordered on Amazon. See if you can see it here. These pure tungsten 1/16 of an inch electrodes. We'll see how they do. I've never used this brand before, but what I'm going to do now is use my heat gun here. I'm just going to sit here and warm up this whole area. Hopefully it'll get warm enough. I've done this with the heat gun before and it has worked, but not on a part quite this big. So it might take a little bit to get up the temperature, but you want to preheat this aluminum or else all of your welding energy will go into it as opposed to welding. So let's go get this thing warm here. Alright, I got the piece all warmed up with the heat gun here. What I'm going to do is hopefully put a tack right there. I got my machine set to AC, about 180 amps. Let's see how this does. Oh wait, before I do anything, we need the ground on the piece here. Let's attach this to there. Alright, let's see. Now we can do it. There's my first tack. Let's try to get one out on this edge here. See how close I can get it. Zap. Alright, there's that one. Let's get this in here. I got 3 welds on there. Got to clean my electrode because I dipped it a couple times. But that should hold her in place so I can finish filling up these. Now I got some gaps to fill, and I got to grind the weld, and I got to do this one over here. Okay. There's the top side welded. And you can see my pointer, so I don't have to touch it. I welded this where the crack is, welded all this for the piece. Now the hard part now, I'm not really sure I'm going to do this, but I got to get, show the camera here, it's underneath here. See if I can weld that, fill that in. and then once I do that, I could grind everything smooth. So let me set this up, see how I can do this. Alright, well, I did the best I could, but I can get in here with the weld. I got in here a little bit, but I couldn't get in back here because, well, the arc kept bouncing between these two, and because I was coming in sideways, you can't really weld sideways. You got to weld, you know, this way. So the best I could do is here and here, and it kept arcing up here. So I don't know what we do with that. We can't weld that. Body filler paint, maybe, I don't know. But I can't get weld in there. But now what we need to do is, now we need to dress this, grind this down and this down, and kind of shape that that edge here, and we should be good. I'm going to use my die grinder here, the little sanding pad. You can see in the shot I got the light coming in the wrong way. I'm going to grind down these welds right here and see what see how we can make it look. I guess it's working pretty good. Just take some time. There we go, that's pretty good. More of this, and I think we'll get her. Here we go, we got it all ground down. All smooth right here. I shaped it so it looks like it's always been there. Here's the vendor side. You can see it with the light here. Couldn't get in there, but I ground it smooth, and maybe a coat of paint or something. Can't really see it. So that's nice and straight. We got the bend out of that. We filled this in. Looks like it's always been there. It just needs a coat of paint and be put back on the bike. Alright, on to the next one.